Yes, over to the Bomas of Kenya, where the Azimio and Kenya Kwanza talks are set to commence today, and we do have a reporter from Report on the Ground, Abdiaziz, who is ready to fill us in.
Well, good morning to you as well, Okumu, and our dear viewers. Just you have rightly put it, the Azimio and Kenya Kwanza teams will be meeting here once more in the Bomas of Kenya. We do understand that today it will all about be the agenda. You do know that Azimio and Kenya Kwanza, our dear viewers, had different issues, with Azimio leading with the cost of living and, of course, to the compensation of the people who allegedly lost their lives during the protests, the 3-day cycles or the 3 cycles of the maandamano protests that were held against the government. The bone contention of that particular issue was all about the cost of living. Now that will be the main issue today. Will they agree on the agendas that will be on the table? The only agenda that we can notify you, our dear viewers, so far they can be able to talk about is the embedment of the Prime Cabinet Secretary into the Constitution, the official position of the opposition leader, as well as the 2/3 gender rule, and of course the inquisition on to the CDF funds. Those are the issues they can agree on. But you do understand, numerously we have witnessed the Kenya Kwanza faithfuls led by the chairman, that is Kikuyu Member of Parliament, and the National Assembly Majority Leader, that is Kimani Ichung'wah, clearly stating that the issue of inclusivity as well as the cost of living will be a no-go zone. Last time we were here, it was on Wednesday, if I can remember, and they clearly stipulated that they will form technical committees to look into the agenda issue. We do understand that the technical committee on the Azimio side, led by the former legislator, that is Jeremiah Kioni, and on the other side of Kenya Kwanza, had time to meet and of course to discuss on various matters that will be placed on the table today. So we do understand the chairs of both the Azimio side, who is Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka, and the chair of the Kenya Kwanza side, who is the majority leader in the National Assembly, Kimani Ichung'wah, will be steering their members to discuss that particular issue. So it will also be interesting to see if us, the members of the Fourth Estate, will be allowed to cover. You do remember it was a major issue if the members of the Fourth Estate will be allowed to cover this issue. On the Azimio side, we heard it, they were saying that they require this thing to be watched by Kenyans so that they can see which side is, of course, invested in seeing the country moving forward. Of course, you do know also the ODM leader Raila Amolo Odinga yesterday met with the staunch supporter of the president, that is Joe Biden. Senator Cruz is already in the country making his rounds. We saw shadow diplomacy between him and the ODM leader Raila Amolo Odinga. And of course, in his rendezvous, we do understand he'll also be meeting with President William Ruto in a matter of days. That is a matter of wait and see. But we'll see if the rendezvous that have been made by the senator will also be included in this particular talk. So we've seen a number of people coming up with petitions. We saw last week William Kamket, the Tiati Member of Parliament, coming here with petitions. Of course, when you talk about the amendment of the Prime Cabinet Secretary's office, as well as creating an office for the opposition leader, it means that you'll be looking into taking consideration of the Constitution. But Okumu, we are here to give you the wall-to-wall coverage of this particular proceedings. As and when it starts, we'll duly inform you and our dear viewers. Back to you, Okumu.